Now let's have a look at this SAT poem. You may get a poem on the test. Again, we're working backwards. Let's start with the task. What is the most likely interpretation of the final lines of the poem? And then we have the speakers are determined to rebuild. The group is commemorating a past event with silent reverence. The poem advocates for open communication. The speaker is confused about how to express emotion. All right. It's good to just know. Now, it's asking for what is the interpretation of this, but with a poem, the first stanza will most likely help to explain the second stanza. So let's start from the top here. This is where in a poem I would do this because a poem is different than just a passage. So we gather in the cool of dusk, not to mourn, but to remember. The fire had gone out hours before, leaving charred wood and a trail of warmth rising still. So we have a little bit of imagery there. The fire had burned out a long time ago. They are remembering burning out, death, all of that kind of goes together. No one spoke of the flame. We only watched the smoke. So they're not talking about when it was actually a fire. We're talking about now where it is only smoke or the remnants of a fire, and understood what it meant to keep something after it was gone. So again, a lot of death imagery, mourning, things like that. So what is the interpretation of this here? The speakers are determined to rebuild. Nope, never talked about that. The group is commemorating a past event. That's the smoke, right? After the fire. With silent reverence, meaning just sitting there and revering or remembering in a positive light. B, looks good. C, the poem advocates for open communication. Never said that. And D, the speaker is confused how to express emotion. No. What they're looking at here is the fact that no one spoke of the flame, which means we're thinking about what is here now that the person is gone. The smoke is left. The flame is gone. That's why B is the best answer. Think like a test maker and watch your scores increase on the SAT. More resources in my bio.